big welcome to the Simhanger. My name's Mark. Let's jump right in and let's get started. FlyingIron Simulations have an enviable record for creating quality and highly detailed aircraft, not only for Microsoft Flight Simulator, but for DCS and X-Plane as well. And for Microsoft Flight Simulator, they've already brought us the P-38L Lightning, and of course the iconic Spitfire Mach 9. In this video, we're going to take a look at what's coming up. Regular followers of my channel will be aware I'm a big fan of FS Academy's flight training modules, available for both PC and Xbox. And a quick heads up, they've got a sale on with a massive 30% discount off their normal pricing for their modules from the 5th to the 12th of August 2022. That's genuinely value for money. If you want to be a better pilot or looking for something as a refresher, with each individual package dealing with a different aspect of piloting and navigating in an easy module-by-module style that you can do in your own time, then you should look to FS Academy, available for both PC and Xbox. FS Academy is the company behind some of the inbuilt training modules within Microsoft Flight Simulator. If you'd like to know more about what's covered and what are the strengths and weaknesses of each of the packages, then check out my review videos, and they'll be linked below, as will a link to FS Academy's main website. What aircraft is mean, rugged and obscenely powerful? Hell yeah, it's the Hellcat. This beauty, the F6F Hellcat, is a carrier-operated fighter and the mainstay of the US Navy's operations in the Pacific during World War II. If you thought the Spitfire was difficult to take off, I can't wait to get my hands on this, featuring a monstrous 2,000 horsepower Pratt & Whitney 18-cylinder air-cooled radial engine featuring 2-stage, 2-speed supercharger with water injection. And that powering an equally monstrous 4-meter 3-bladed Hamilton Standard constant speed prop. FlyingIron Simulations have had this in the works for some time, and I think we can expect something exceptional, particularly as they've let loose Got Gravel, not only on the flight model, but they've let him loose on the system's depth as well. According to the latest update, Alex from FlyingIron Simulations with Got Gravel are working together to make sure that every nut, bolt, rivet, lever and switch looks, animates and behaves and reacts just as it should. As you can see from above, it's already up in the air and undergoing its testing, and I think it's not that far away. No official release date available yet. For their sound, they'll be using a sample set of the F6F that have been professionally captured from the real aircraft. When it's released, it will feature 10 historical liveries, and of course it wouldn't be complete without wing folding. And you'll be able to put your flying skills to the ultimate test with catapult launchers and carrier landing capabilities inbuilt. And one thing I was really pleased to learn is it will include an inbuilt UI integration in form of a tablet. The Grummen F6F Hellcat, to give it its correct name, earned a reputation during its war operations for being able to maintain a significant amount of damage but remain airborne. Developed by the Americans initially to combat the threat of the Zero from Japan, and first entering full-time operations in 1943, it was also adopted by the Royal Navy on HMS Indomitable for the British Pacific Fleet. I'm really excited that this aircraft will be coming to Microsoft Flight Simulator. FlyingIron Simulations, get your finger out, we can't wait. FlyingIron Simulations is a small operation, basically two brothers based in Sydney, Australia. I was pleased to hear they've roped in the services of professionals such as Got Gravel. If anything, this just makes the product more appealing. Recognize it yet? Perhaps this drawing may give you a bit more of a clue. It's an iconic World War II German fighter. And yes, you're right, it's the Messerschmitt Bf109. Next to the Spitfire, Hurricane, Stuka, one of the most recognized fighter aircraft of its era. FlyingIron Simulations are still in the early stages of development, as we can see from the screenshots above. And again, it's clearly evident there's been no lack of attention to detail by the looks of it. Admittedly, development still appears to be in the render stage, and no indication of a release date at this point. But based on Flying Iron's track record to date, this should be an authentic reproduction, and a handful just like the Hellcat. The Bf109, and often referred to as the ME109, first saw service in 1937, and along with the Focke-Wulf FW190 formed the backbone of the Luftwaffe. Once again, it's a tail-dragger, single-seater fighter aircraft. It had a bit of a reputation for its poor visibility whilst on the ground, but it certainly wasn't lacking in power, with a V12, inverted liquid-cooled piston engine, capable of something around 370 miles per hour at 20,000 feet, and had one of the most aggressive climb rates of any fighter aircraft at nearly 4,000 feet per minute. From what I can gather, it's the most produced aircraft of its time, with over 33,000 being produced. And it had a bit of a reputation for being prone to a ground loop on takeoff, as its main undercarriage is fairly close together, which doesn't bode too well for my takeoffs in the future. I'm excited to see this coming to the sim, and it's a definite for my hangar. While Flying Irons is definitely a developer I'm going to be keeping my eye on. And once the Messerschmitt and Hellcat are added to the stable to join the P-38L Lightning, and of course the Spitfire, they're going to have certainly an enviable stable of warbirds, all coming to Microsoft Flight Simulator. For X-Plane, the P-47N Thunderbolt is already out, I believe, and I wonder whether they'll be bringing that to Microsoft Flight Simulator, which coincidentally uses exactly the same engine as the Hellcat. I'm also aware the A7 Corsair is under development for DCS as well. The Spitfire Mark 9 along with the P-38L Lightning continue to receive regular updates and refinements. So what are you looking forward to the most, the Messerschmitt or the Hellcat? For me the choice is easy. I'm greedy. I want them both, and I want them now. But patience is a virtue, they say. Let me know your feelings in the comments below. I'll be keeping my eye on developments, and I'll be sure to keep you updated as and when I know more. If you like this sort of thing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It does help the channel. Thank you very much for being with me today. I hope you found this interesting and informative. Take care, look after yourselves, and bye for now.